Hello everyone, I'm Mayumi Izumi, and for those of you who don't know me, this is the second episode of my lifestyle channel, Fashion Investigator Inc., which is also the same name for my Lifestyle Easy. And today we have a wonderful guest, Kristen Ames.
Hi there!
And she is from Fit Life Coaching, and today we're going to be making gyoza. So, one of the first things we're going to be doing, Kristen is chopping up the Chinese cabbage. And then we're going to chop up the green onions. So that is going to go with the pork in the mixture with egg to bind it. The ginger, we'll be grinding it and we'll also go in there. And then we'll be putting the pork into the wraps, which we showed you. And then we'll show you a little bit of that too. And it's pretty quick and simple. I'm hoping that a lot of you will like this recipe.
How did you start making these?
Thank you for asking. So it was my heritage is Japanese. So both my parents are from Japan. They met here in Vancouver.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's a whole nother story, but
that's for another video.
Yeah, exactly. But my mom taught me how to make gyoza.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And you see your mom a lot still. I see you guys on your Instagram channel all the time.
Yeah, Mama Izumi.
So
I'm gonna start.
You're gonna start with that. So how many green onions do we need?
Well, I washed up 3 of them. We might only even need 2. Let's just see.
Okay, we'll start with 2.
Yeah.
So how does that look for onion? Is that enough, or do you want the other one chopped up?
Maybe we'll chop up the other one.
Okay.
So you want to get this nice and mixed up.
Oh, you're good. I hate doing that with my hands.
Yeah, I know a lot of people do. I actually went on a date, and the date, he put a plastic shopping bag on his hand and mixed the hamburger.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like, I understand it.
That's a little intense.
Yeah, I was like kind of grossed out.
Was there a second date, or was that?
I think that was the second date.
That was it. No third.
Yeah.
No third. I love it.
Great. I think
Okay.
maybe, can you, because my hands are
I sure
dirty
can.
now.
What would you
maybe
like?
half of that cabbage.
Okay, whites and greens.
Yes, please.
Okay.
And then maybe
Half the onion.
Yeah, and see how that goes.
Okay.
And then a little bit of sesame oil.
Yeah.
And
About how much?
Just maybe a teaspoon. That's good.
I find sesame oil is really
It's a lovely
pervasive
flavor.
in a dish, so it is a great flavor, but it's easy to go
Over.
too far with it compared to most. So you can already smell that compared to most oils that don't have a ton of flavor. I find sesame oil has a lot, but it's good.
So it's my mom that told me to like mix it and really get it. And a lot of you probably won't want to do this, but apparently it makes it taste better.
Oh, that sounds like a mom thing to say, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, can you open
I
the
can,
wraps?
yeah.
Oh, I forgot the ginger. So I'm gonna wash my hands.
I can grate the ginger.
Yeah?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, sure. You tell me when to stop.
Okay.
No, I did.
That's good. So our pork mixture is ready for the gyoza. So just to go over the ingredients one more time, just quickly. We used lean ground pork, green onions, Chinese cabbage, although you could use regular cabbage too, but the Chinese cabbage we use because it's softer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then, because we're going to be cooking it in the wraps, and we put, Kristen grated some ginger, and then we just put a little bit, like about 1 teaspoon of sesame oil to give it some nice flavor, and some fresh ground pepper. So what we're going to do is take one of these wraps, and sometimes the first one's a little bit
Gross.
Yeah. Because actually I froze these.
Oh.
Yeah. And then this little bowl of water, although we used to, my mom and I used to make them, we would use egg whites, but water works just as good. But it's just to seal the
So you just put it on half, is that right?
Yeah, on half. And then it'll make it harder to close, so don't put too much. being kind of conservative. But
So would that be about a tablespoon?
Yes.
Okay.
I could maybe even use a little bit more. And then we're gonna fold it in half and just kind of press along as we go.
Like making turnovers.
Yes. And
Just like
then,
that?
yeah, and then we do a little fold.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, like you're
I just went like
pleating
this. Yeah. And then I kind of
Jeez.
flatten it like
Hers
that.
looks awesome. Mine looks like
Oh,
a
mine didn't
2-year-old did it.
No. Actually, I thought yours looked better because
No.
mine was actually not folded quite to the edge.
My perfectionist tendencies are coming out.
It does look perfect.
Must get plates right. That's so funny. I wasn't expecting that when you suddenly folded it. That's so
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so then we just carry on
Yes.
with these until we're all set.
So, Kristen and I have made all the gyoza and we're ready to cook them.
There's so many. How many did we get out of that? Like 30, 40? Somewhere in there?
I have 18 on my plate.
Yeah, so like 35, 36
Yeah.
of them. That's quite a bit. That'll do me for one meal.
Exactly. If you're really hungry.
So what's the next step?
So the next step is, well, we started heating up the frying pan here with a bit of vegetable oil. We're just waiting for that to warm up. And then okay, so we have quite a few gyoza already in this pot or pan. And we can probably fit some more here. Kristen's lovely gyoza. The first time.
Not bad for a first
Look
try,
how beautiful they are. You would have never guessed.
I had a good teacher.
Aw. Thank you.
So how long do these cook for?
I haven't really timed it, but I'm just gonna say like 15 to 20 minutes-ish.
Oh, okay.
What I'm gonna just show you. It's browning a bit.
Okay, let's do a close-up just
Yeah.
so people can see.
Yeah, so it's browning a bit. You want it
Got
even
it.
a little bit more brown. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some water and then we're gonna put a lid so that they cook properly.
Okay.
And so you can just kind of test it. Keep your distance away from the pot so you don't have any water splashing up. Yeah, so just kind of keep an eye on it. You could turn it over as well so it doesn't burn on the one side. And then you can poke it with a fork or cut one open and test it out. So the gyoza are almost ready to be eaten by Kristen and I.
Those look so good.
So they are browning, and the brown part side is the bottom that we had cooking, and so I've just flipped them all over, taken the lid off. I lowered the heat, and what we're doing is we're just getting them a little bit crispy. This is why I took the lid off, because Kristen and I both like our gyoza a little bit crispy. So we have our finished product. We have our gyoza and we have sauces. Actually, this one will be mine because it has a little bit of sesame oil. And Kristen's just going for a straight.
I'm just going straight ponzu.
So for those of you who don't know, ponzu is actually like a soy sauce, but a citrus soy sauce, and it's less sodium.
Yeah. And just has a lighter flavor, I find, than soy sauce.
We are ready to eat our
It smells so
gyoza.
good. So good. I can't wait to eat them.
So thank you, Kristen, for being my guest.
Oh, well, thanks for asking me to come do this with you and for showing me how to do it. I'm so excited now I can make these myself.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome.
And thank you all for watching our gyoza making episode.